Doug Mientkiewicz was born on September 10, 1973 in Tampa, Florida. Raised in a family that appreciated the game of baseball, Mientkiewicz was introduced to the sport at an early age. His father, a lifelong baseball fan, often took him to games, and it was clear from his youth that Mientkiewicz had a natural aptitude for the game. Growing up in Tampa, a city known for its strong baseball culture, Mientkiewicz had access to a variety of developmental opportunities, including a robust high school baseball program. He attended Tampa's Hillsborough High School, where he quickly gained recognition as one of the top players in the area. His standout abilities as a first baseman and his natural hitting skills made him a prospect to watch in the state of Florida. Mientkiewicz's high school success led to his commitment to play college baseball at Florida State University, one of the premier college programs in the country. At Florida State, Mientkiewicz's skills continued to develop, particularly his defensive abilities at first base, where he became known for his exceptional glove work. Playing for coach Mike Martin, Mientkiewicz honed his skills in a competitive environment and became one of the best college players in the country. His time at Florida State saw him earn All-American honors and further establish his reputation as a reliable hitter and fielder. In 1995, after a standout collegiate career, Mientkiewicz was selected by the Minnesota Twins in the second round of the MLB draft. It was a pivotal moment in his career, as the Twins saw his potential both offensively and defensively. Mientkiewicz quickly signed with the team and began his journey through the minor leagues, where his skills as a first baseman would continue to develop. Minor league development and early professional years. Mientkiewicz spent his early professional years in the minor leagues, where he worked tirelessly to refine his game. He started his minor league career with the Fort Wayne Wizards in 1995, and in his first season, he displayed a combination of strong defense and solid hitting that quickly caught the attention of the Twins' coaching staff. His time in the minors was a steady progression through the ranks, with Mientkiewicz showing steady improvements each season. By 1998, he had made his way up to AAA, playing for the Salt Lake Buzz, where he continued to impress with his glove work at first base and his ability to hit for average and power. It was in the minors that Mientkiewicz became known for his elite defense at first base, a skill that would define his major league career. In 1999, Mientkiewicz was called up to the majors to make his debut with the Minnesota Twins. His call-up was the culmination of years of hard work in the minor leagues, and he was ready to prove himself at the highest level. He made an immediate impact, impressing the Twins' coaching staff and fans with his defensive abilities at first base, earning him a reputation as one of the best fielding first basemen in the game. Major League debut and early career. Doug Mientkiewicz made his Major League Baseball debut on May 22, 1998, for the Minnesota Twins. He entered the game as a defensive replacement, and while his debut did not feature any dramatic performances at the plate, it marked the beginning of his career in the big leagues. Over the next few seasons, Mientkiewicz would continue to get opportunities to play, but it was his defensive abilities that truly stood out during his early years in the majors. By 1999, Mientkiewicz had earned a regular spot in the Twins' lineup as their starting first baseman. His defensive play was nothing short of exceptional, and he quickly became known for his ability to scoop up errant throws and make difficult plays look easy. His defense earned him widespread acclaim, and his consistency in the field helped solidify his place as one of the top first basemen in the league. Offensively, Mientkiewicz showed promise. He was a consistent hitter, capable of putting up solid numbers, but it was his defensive work that garnered the most attention. In 2001, Mientkiewicz earned his first Gold Glove Award, an honor that recognized his excellence at first base. This was a key milestone in his career, as it validated his reputation as one of the best defensive players in the game. Career peak and main achievements. Mientkiewicz's career reached its peak during the early 2000s, particularly with his continued success as a defensive stalwart for the Minnesota Twins. Over the course of his career, he would earn 3 Gold Glove Awards, 2001, 2002, and 2003, cementing his legacy as one of the best defensive first basemen in the history of the game. His reputation for making difficult plays seem routine was backed up by his incredible footwork, excellent reflexes, and strong arm. Offensively, Mientkiewicz was known as a steady hitter, but his value to his team was primarily derived from his defense. He had a career batting average of .271, and while his power numbers were never staggering, he was a reliable presence in the lineup. providing the Twins with consistency and leadership. In 2004, Mientkiewicz reached the peak of his career when he was part of the Minnesota Twins playoff-bound team. The Twins, led by their pitching staff and a solid defense, made a deep postseason run, with Mientkiewicz contributing both offensively and defensively. However, the Twins were eventually eliminated in the American League Division Series, and Mienkiewicz's postseason career would be short-lived. Another key achievement came in 2004, when Mientkiewicz was part of one of the most memorable moments in baseball history. That season, he was traded to the Boston Red Sox, and he became a key player on a team that would go on to win the World Series. Mienkiewicz's defense at first base, his timely hitting, and his leadership contributed to the Red Sox's first World Series title in 86 years. During the 2004 World Series, Mientkiewicz was an important part of the Red Sox's success. And though his role was somewhat limited by the strength of the team's roster, his contributions as a defensive replacement were critical. In the clinching Game 4 of the series, Mientkiewicz made the final out, catching a throw from third baseman Mike Lowell to secure the World Series championship for the Red Sox. Final years and retirement. Following his time with the Red Sox, Mientkiewicz continued his career with several teams, including the New York Mets and the Florida Marlins. Though he remained a solid defensive player, injuries and the changing dynamics of his teams began to impact his playing time. By the end of his career, Mientkiewicz had transitioned into a part-time player, often serving as a backup first baseman or pinch hitter. Mienkiewicz's final years in Major League Baseball were spent with the Pittsburgh Pirates, where he played from 2007 to 2009. Despite his declining performance, he remained a respected figure in the clubhouse, known for his leadership and his deep knowledge of the game. He retired from professional baseball after the 2009 season, ending a career that had spanned over a decade. After his playing days, Mientkiewicz transitioned into coaching and mentoring. He took on various roles in baseball, including coaching positions at the minor league level and eventually serving as a manager in the independent leagues. His passion for the game and his desire to give back to the next generation of players made him a valued figure in the baseball community. Legacy and contributions. Doug Mienkiewicz's legacy in baseball is one of defensive excellence and leadership. Though he was never a player known for his power or flashy offensive stats, his contributions to the game were vital. He became one of the best defensive first basemen of his era, earning 3 Gold Glove awards and setting a standard for what it meant to play the position with precision and reliability. Mienkiewicz's role in the 2004 Red Sox championship team remains one of the defining moments of his career. His ability to contribute to a winning team, even in a limited role, highlights his commitment to the game and his readiness to perform when called upon. While Mientkiewicz may not have reached the level of stardom enjoyed by some of his contemporaries, his career is a testament to the importance of defense in baseball. He was a player who brought a quiet but impactful presence to the field, and his legacy will always be remembered for the precision and consistency he brought to first base. Since his retirement, Mientkiewicz has remained involved in baseball as a coach and mentor, passing on the lessons he learned during his long career to the next generation of players. His contributions to the sport, particularly his impact on defensive play at first base, continue to be felt throughout the baseball community.